Late last night, Modern Warfare's official playlist on the Call of Duty channel ended up getting updated for, at the time, a privated video that no one could access, meaning that something was in the pipeline. And as of today, PlayStation's State of Play event went live and it revealed the fate of that privated video, the official campaign trailer for Modern Warfare. With it, we got, of course, some information with the campaign and a few other things extracurricular-wise that we'll talk about and break down here in this video. So in this, we'll break down everything you need to know and what you may have missed out of the trailer, plus also what the bonus information was afterwards. But that said, if you haven't seen the trailer, check it out.
"20 years of civil war.
There's nothing simple about it.
This is bigger now. Chemical weapons have fallen into terrorist hands. They could be anywhere.
We need to move fast.
What do you suggest?
A business trip. Farah! Let's talk! I need your help.
Because of this poison, my people have known something worse than war.
Help us track him.
If you stay, we can help you. But if you stay, you fight.
Yelling Atu.
The invaders of my country have no regard for human life. We live like this every day.
Any further complications and we're at war.
We're breaking through now. We need a new extraction point fast.
Save yourself, daughter. Join us.
I lead soldiers. You train killers.
But we are all killers here, no?
How about you, Captain? Are you gonna let them die?
Chemical weapons are now in the wild. Fix it.
Where do we draw the line, sir?
You draw the line.
No time! Stop!
Wherever you need it. What the hell is this?
It's the off switch. We're all just pawns in this.
You speak for yourself.
This is crazy.
Yeah, but we're a little crazy, aren't we? The rules of engagement have changed. If you can't identify the target, you are the target.
So, hot damn, that looks good. I am super excited here for what is going to be brought to the table campaign and narrative-wise, and out of this we get a little bit of information showcased here throughout this trailer, and also a blog post by Activision went live to give a little bit more backstory to what we end up seeing out of that trailer and what we can expect for the overall story arc of the campaign at large. It says the campaign engulfs you in a raw and gritty narrative, bringing unrivaled intensity and shining a light on the changing nature of modern war. Visceral and dramatic, the single-player campaign pushes boundaries and breaks rules. You will engage in covert operations alongside a diverse cast of international special forces and freedom fighters. The stakes have never been higher. This is a heart-racing saga that will affect the global balance of power. You will work with lethal Tier 1 operators, including Bravo 6 himself, the iconic Captain John Price, sometimes within the gray area of their rules of engagement. Expect the campaign gameplay to be reflexive and strategic, supporting the narrative through a variety of differing playstyles. These include close quarters, stealth missions, and long-range combat. Your tactical decision-making will be put to the ultimate test. In a desperate mission, Captain Price and the SAS will partner alongside the CIA and the Uzbekistani Liberation Force to retrieve stolen chemical weapons. The fight will take you from London to the Middle East and other global locations as this joint task force battles through betrayals, moral dilemmas, and no-win situations to stop full-scale global war. So as you probably picked up on in that trailer, it seems like the central storyline of this is that you're trying to stop terrorist forces who ended up coming in contact with chemical weapons. Through this, we'll of course see the backstories like we talked about all the way back in May of Farah and Hadir, the brother and sister duo for the Uzbekistani Liberation Force, all the while exploring the backstories and of course the current conflict with with all the characters that we have listed now here for us of John Price, Commander Farah, Kyle Garrick, and the CIA operative Alex, who is embedded within the ULF. Hadir, we end up seeing some officers and commanders who Price is working with, and then of course we see our unnamed antagonists and main villains throughout the trailer as well. Showcases all we need to know, really, not too much to spoil anything, so I'm a fan of this trailer. I'm super excited for the 25th to roll around and to play this here firsthand. But outside of that, we also ended up getting two things at the end of the trailer, which it depends on where you watch them actually, on what you may have seen firsthand. If you watched the trailer on the official Call of Duty YouTube channel, or if you watched it over on their Twitter account, you'll have noticed that the last couple of seconds it tells you to pre-order to gain access to what is called the XRK Weapons Pack. This is a pre-order bonus that is available for all digital pre-orders. It doesn't matter which variation of the game you get digitally, but if you end up getting it on PlayStation, on Xbox One, on the consoles themselves, not something you go to a retail store and get a physical copy of it. If you get it digitally, you can end up getting access to the XRK Weapons Pack, which by the image on screen you'll see is that of an M4 and also the 357 pistol. Now, officially announced via press release as alongside the release of Modern Warfare story trailer is the XRK Weapons Pack. Purchase Call of Duty Modern Warfare digitally and receive the weapons pack for day one launch use. The XRK M4 assault rifle and XRK 357 handgun are built to be fast, accurate, and hard-hitting, giving you versatile options adaptable to any playstyle. They also feature unique matte bronze finish elements that help them stand out. The XRK M4 comes equipped with a suite of attachments that ensure accuracy and stability, while the XRK 357 and its attachments create a high-powered, quick-firing, reliable backup for short-range firefights. Together, the XRK Weapons Pack forms a powerful duo that will allow you to hit the combat zone running. Now, I want to talk about this and clear this up a little bit. I've seen a little bit of inaccurate information on this here, but this is a prime example of what the blueprints will be like for Modern Warfare, the air quote weapon variants that you can end up getting, and these are simply just your M4 but kitted out with pre-made attachment loadouts and also some subtle variations to some of those. If you guys remember, obviously the M4 was a sort of cream color with a cream stock, but in this one you end up seeing it has a black stock, black magazine, a bronze finish on that weapon chassis, and a couple of other blacked out attachments as well. Same thing then goes for the 357 revolver. It's just got a little bit of a cosmetic difference, and all the attachments are available in game, but they're just pre-built here for that, so you can just jump right in and select that one. So that's going to be the stuff here that comes along with the XRK weapon pack. Just a few little cosmetic differences, nothing really changed out. They're not brand new weapons or anything that you're only going to get access to by pre-ordering it. You're going to have all the weapons that just might not have the cool finish or the cool blacked out attachments. So that kind of stuff, is it a game breaker or deal breaker for you guys? Probably not, but that's the information here for that one. But if you ended up seeing the state of play trailer, the one that was showcased real time within Sony's event, you'll have noticed a different post-trailer sizzle reel, cinematic, whatever you want to call it, to end out the entire trailer. It showcases Spec Ops Survival, a wave-based variation of Spec Ops, not including the missions we'll more than likely be getting here with that third co-op mode. It's a survival game mode that was announced for the first time here at this one, in which, again, very similar to how Zombies works and how survival worked in MW3, just have to hold out as long as possible, your goal being to rack up as many rounds as you can. But the curious part here with this is that if you read the fine print, it says play first on PlayStation 4, timed exclusive content until October 1st, 2020. What the ever-living are you doing, Sony? So, assuming that I get that information correct, and it seems like I have, that means that for an entire year, it's going to be PlayStation 4 exclusive. Not Spec Ops as a whole. It's a very smaller piece to the entire pie, but it's still an entire variation of a mode withheld for an entire year. I don't understand even the slightest logic in that, and how that was something that got pitched in whatever boardroom meeting there was, and people are like, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. I personally think that this is more so something on the end of Sony, and that's the rare occasion where you'll end up seeing me deflect anything off of what may be Activision. Who knows? Maybe they are entirely complicit with this, but Sony has a terrible track record with working with other platforms. And when you see these things like crossplay, when you see these things like free maps and the already lessening window of DLC exclusivity, there's just something in the back of my mind that really does think that these guys are doing this to spite everything. They're saying, all right, you want equal play for everything? We're going to take a whole goddamn mode. And yes, a full mode isn't the best way to describe it. It's a slight variation, a chunk of a mode, not the full mode entirely, but still, there is in no world that is something that should be acceptable and okay. As super stoked as I am about this campaign, the information we got today and the trailer and all that kind of stuff, there was a part of me that was like, I don't even really want to talk about this now because it was overshadowed by this absolutely abysmal announcement that just, even still, if it's something that I might not play all that much, you might not play all that much, the fact that they're taking an entire portion of the game away for 1 year is asinine. I don't understand that, and it's really something that frustrates me to all hell and back. I don't get it. I don't. So that's where we're at here with this one. I'm very excited for the content at hand in terms of the story, the narrative, but outside of that, what we learned today was less than ideal. We'll put it that way, at the very best. But that said, that's where we're going to wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I don't want to overshadow too much my excitement for the campaign and the narrative that is going to be delivered here at this. I am super stoked for that. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you guys think here of the campaign, what we saw? Where do you hope that it takes us? What characters do you hope return into the story that we may not have seen yet, classic or new? Whatever it is, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Modern Warfare, all things MP, single player. I'm going to be hopefully covering a little bit too. I'm super stoked for that. And anything relating to Modern Warfare, we got you covered here on the channel. So if any of that is you, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing regarding any of it. If you guys also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected outside of YouTube. I can live on both those. If you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, where it may be, that link is down there in the description below. But all of a sudden, out of the way, thank you guys all so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.